France will vote new president in April within an election marked by division throughout the response that is ongoing COVID-19, managing the nation's economy, tackling the jobless, and concerns over national identity. Let me reveal all you need to find out about the latest in the election campaign, the candidates and their chances of winning. Marine Le Pen has rejected the likelihood of an election alliance together with her populist rivals Zemmour. This is certainly éric after a resurgence within the polls. Le Pen has let it be known that she believes her fellow far-right prospect could stymie her search for mainstream voters, that she doesn't even want to be seen with Zemmour during her election promotion. Her determination to avoid an alliance is being interpreted like a sign of growing self-confidence in Le Pen's camp, that she'll run him close in the final. The paper stated that she will reach the second round of voting against Emmanuel Macron, and her self-confidence happens to be boosted by the book of a poll by the Institute, that is top fiducial Paris Match magazine, putting Macron on 28%, and her on 21% in the first round of voting. Socialist applicant Jean-Luc Mélenchon trailed on 14%, with Zemmour and Valérie Pécresse, the Republicans that is center-right candidate, both on 11%. Despite the poll revealing the margin that is narrowest between Macron and Le Pen, because the start of the year, he was however forecast to conquer her within the second round, because of the president taking 53% of the vote, and Le Pen 47%. Her rising popularity is observed by Le Pen as a vindication of her tries to broaden her electoral appeal, by toning along with the language that is frequently poisonously deployed by her party in past presidential promotions. Zemmour, meanwhile, features accused her of bowing to correctness, that is political her promotion for respectability, while labeling her financial program as socialist. The war in Ukraine has actually drowned away his main campaign message, the paper included, namely that France needs to be saved from what he calls immigration. This is certainly out of control and expansionist Islam. April Emmanuel Macron is extensively considered the favorite to win re-election come. The serving president is anticipated to tout new international investment jobs in France, and a booming economy as evidence his economic reforms have been bearing good fresh fruit after 4 years. When you look at role, Reuters said. Macron, who leads Le République En Marche, Republic Forward, has additionally set himself up for a dispute with those that refuse to be vaccinated, ramping up their rhetoric against France's minority of non-vaccinated people, lower than 10% of the populace, in part as a means of setting the battle that is governmental for the election, The Guardian reported. Valérie Pécresse, the prospect for the center-right Republicans, declared her candidacy in July 2021 after the party's internal primary. Nicknamed the bulldozer, she has stated as 1/3 Thatcher and 2/3 Merkel. France 24 said that she'll be France's first feminine president, explaining by herself. Operating for the time that is third, Marine Le Pen is again the applicant for her far-right Rassemblement National Party. The child associated with the party's creator, Jean-Marie Le Pen, is in opposition to globalization, which she's previously blamed for bad financial trends, as well as standing against any development in the energy, that is EU's. She has previously required a referendum on leaving the bloc, but since 2019 features said she no longer advocates France leaving the EU or the euro currency. Her party also requires the de-Islamization of French society, while Le Pen has argued in favor of the organization of a relationship. This is certainly privileged Russia. According to the New York Times, unlike previous campaigns, she's bet on falling the texting. This is certainly populist once characterized her, pressing attempts to demonize her celebration and its association with flashes of anti-Semitism and xenophobia. Le Pen's decision to detoxify her image is within component a total result of the increase of far-right candidate Éric Zemmour. Dubbed the French Donald Trump by Politico, the questionable television this is certainly former is accumulating far much more prime-time television slot machines and front-page tales than many of their rivals. Zemmour admires the former US president, following The Guardian's Paris correspondent Angelique Chrysophes, and has now been convicted for inciting hatred that is racial. But those criminal beliefs never have stopped his meteoric increase to popularity as very first a journalist and now the facial skin that is new of the French far right. Through the left of the French political range, Jean-Luc Mélenchon, leader of the socialist group La France Insoumise, can be operating for the job. This is certainly top. Like Le Pen, he is additionally on his crack. This is certainly third at the presidency. A socialist, he represents increased labor rights, therefore the growth of French welfare programs. He additionally contends that in favor of size redistribution of wide range, to rectify socioeconomic inequality is an outspoken critic associated with EU, that he claims happens to be corrupted, and it is today something for neoliberal ideology. Christiane Taubira, the Unity this is certainly leftist elected through the unofficial People's Primary, previously served as Justice Minister under President François Hollande. She also sat in the National Assembly of France for French Guiana from 1993 to 2012, and had been a recognized member of the European Parliament from 1994 to 1999. After her victory within the vote, to elect an applicant, to guide the French left's presidential promotion, she informed activists, "We want a united remaining, we want a very good remaining, so we possess a great roadway in front of us." But the primary had been dogged by severe drawbacks, France 24 said, including the upfront refusal by several leftist candidates to spend any focus on its result. Based on Politico's poll of polls, Macron leads the pack of prospects and would mop up 28% of first-round voters. He's ahead of Le Pen, 19%, Mélenchon, 14%, Pécresse, 11%, and Zemmour, 11%. Mayor of Paris Anne Hidalgo, just who announced an outsider pitch when it comes to the presidency in September 2021, trails the pack. This is certainly leading simply 2%. The headline Sites tracker suggests that Macron's share of the vote in that is first round up to 5 portions things from his 2017 success, and therefore he would win a second round runoff with 58% of the vote. Le Pen and Mélenchon tend to be forecast to get 42% and 37% of the vote in the second round.